Right, guys, welcome to tonight's live stream. Starting a little bit late because of load shedding. So, yeah, this is the scoreboard at the moment. There's free all between the two sides. Given Bosch just getting a penalty kick over for the Sharks. Restart by the Western Province, and Cameron Wright kicks it downfield almost immediately and finds good touch with it as well, all the way up to between the halfway and the 10 meter off the Sharks. So, yeah, sorry for the late arrival because of load shedding. I still had to get some things sorted out. So, we are live now for the commentary, and it is the Western Province to throw this ball into this lineup for the Western Province. Taken beautifully there by Mayhazen. And here comes the Western Province now up to the 10 meter line. The Simla gets it out. Oh, has it been knocked on by the Western Province? No, says the referee. Play on, as it's been taken forward by Mayhazen again. Now Miss Simla, Tim Swiel back inside to Masibuko. He knocks it backwards and into the hands of Ali for mark. Now the ball spills loose. Penalty to the Western Province here. Hands in the ruck from the Sharks, and it's Marius Lowe who gets penalized for off his feet there as well. So, yeah, discipline is going to be key for the Shark side today. We saw it on the weekend against the Stormers as well. So you don't want to give them the opportunity at all to get going in this one. 22 minutes gone, and it's going to be Tim Swiel to have a shot at goal from here for the Western Province. So a chance here for the Western Province to get back into the lead. Still not sure. Can anybody let me know who won between the Cheetahs and the Bulls? As I haven't seen the score yet. Let me know what the result is of that game, guys. Right, so Tim Swiel now having a shot at goal here and an opportunity for them to get the lead, but he's pulled it to the left, so the scoreboard will remain the same. Johannes Spain has joined in. Say hi, all. Another draw on the cards. No, I don't think it's going to be a draw today, Johannes. Unfortunately, for the Western Province fans, I think the Sharks will win this one quite comfortably. Right, so Kevin Bosch to restart this one for us then from the 22-meter line. Sharks with a deep kick in there and into the hands of Sergio Peterson now. He gets it out to the number 8 of the Western Province. Over halfway he goes. Good run from him now. Masimla waiting for the ball to come out. Gets it out to Sergio Peterson. Put the ball on the boot. And it's going to roll out just short of the 22 here of the Sharks. Right, for those of you guys who've just joined in, I am a little bit late. Gertkutzer says Cheetahs 38, the Bulls 20. So the Cheetahs getting away with a really good victory there. While one of the Sharks players are down, it's Lawrence Adrian who's down. Let's go quickly through the team lineups again. We've got Sergio Peterson, Andre Manuel, Ndombo, Zwelam Daba, Cornel Smith, Leland Zaston, Swiel, and Godlin Masimla for the back line. Then Kake Marabe, Simon Miller, Rudolph Smith, David Mayhazen, Connor Evans, Lee Marvin Mazibuko, Chad Solomons, Ali Vermaak, then in the forwards. Then for the Sharks, Ina Redebe, Ia Penke, Vanna Kok, Marius Lowe, Manus Potgieter, Kevin Bosch, and Cameron Wright. Then forward Sikumbuzo Noche, Silimpilo Kumeri, James Venter, Neil Hiku, Emil van Heerden, Lawrence Adrianse, Fez Mbata, and Kwesi Mona then for the Sharks. So, yeah, big victory then there for the Cheetahs over the Bulls. And, yeah, I thought the Bulls were going to be a bit too strong for them. So that was quite a big surprise at the end of the day. So, yeah, now it's 3-3 here. And we've had about 24 minutes of this game. The Sharks now with a line out right on the 22-meter line inside their own half. It's going to be Fez Mbata to throw this ball in for the Sharks. Can the Sharks take revenge on that draw this weekend? Not the same side. Emil van Heerden takes it in, and the Sharks now form a driving maul from just outside their own 22. Cameron Wright now waiting for the ball at the back here. He's going to go with the box kick over the top himself. The chase coming now from Manus Potgieter. That ball is beautifully caught by the Western Province, and now Gotland Masimla out wide. It goes to Lillian Zas. He's looking for a bit of space, gets the pass out to Smith, who loses the ball straight into the hands of Marius Lowe. Now needs support though. Nobody there, and the Western Province jumps on the ball inside their own 22, but they give away the penalty for rolling, and quick tap from Marius Lowe gets it out to Kumedi, just 5 meters out now. Pick up and go from James Fenter. Now Cameron Wright, will he try to snipe on his own? He is going on his own, just short 2 meters out is the Sharks now. Emil van Heeren, pick up and go from him. Another pickup from the Sharks, not over the try line, and just a meter short at the moment. Kwesi Mona waiting for that ball. He's going to pick up and go. Is he just short now? Cameron Wright with a pass to Ini Radebe, and Radebe gets over for the try for the Sharks in the corner. And that's the first try of the game. Looks like the Sharks were just waiting for me to arrive. Right, so Sharks taking that lead now, 8 points to 3 here over the Western Province, and we've had 26 minutes of this game. Right, so the Sharks now off to a good start now in this second quarter of the first half, and it's Ina Radebe who gets in for the try for the Sharks. Right, so Kevin Bosch from the side, right on the 22-meter line, is going to try and attempt this conversion here for the Sharks. It's quite a difficult one, but let's see if he can regain some form for the Sharks side. He really in desperate need of getting there. Katnitzer says, yes, they waited for you. Yeah, so they knew that they can't continue the action without me. So, yeah, the first try of the game comes 27 minutes into the game. And, yeah, they basically waited for me to arrive. So, Kevin Bosch now with the conversion attempt for the Sharks now. Very difficult kick. Right in the corner, left-hand corner of the field. So, let's see what's going to happen with this one. That's a beautiful strike, but, oh, it's gone over. Beautiful from Kevin Bosch. And the Sharks are up by 10 points to 3 here. Great start now. Well, I'd say start because I came 20 minutes late. So I would take it as a start then. 10 points to 3. Sharks leading the Western Province. And a good start for them. Timswil with the restart now. And chased down by the Western Province, but taken by Emil van Heeren. And he's going to make a good couple of meters over the 22-meter line. Now 5 meters outside of the 22. Cameron Wright waiting for the ball to come out for the Sharks. Goes over the top, and that's a high-hanging kick chased down by Manus Potgieter, but beautifully taken by Sergio Peterson on the 10-meter line now. It's Gotland Masimla, gets it out to Murabe. Murabe makes it not really a couple of meters there. Now Gotland Masimla with a chip kick over the top. It is in a Radebe back for it. Tries to step the first line of the fence. Nearly gets past him and then held up. But Cameron Wright has got it. Now gets it out to Kevin Bosch, who's going to thump it downfield. And he's going to go all the way to between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside the Sharks territory. So a very good kick there from Kevin Bosch on that occasion. Just inside the Sharks half now. Emil Losper says, Province, die Currie Cup kom weer. yeah, it's almost like that. Look, I'm laughing, but it's not supposed to be like that. You know, the Western Province is supposed to be one of the strongest teams in this competition. And unfortunately, they decided to go with a second-string side for the Currie Cup, which is a little bit unforgiving, really. Now Gotland Masimla has got that ball out to Sergio Peterson, caught on halfway by Reniel Hugo. Gotland Masimla waiting for it. Now gets it out to May Hazen. Masimla now gets it back to Tim Swil, who goes high up into the air. Inside the Sharks half now. Ineradebe has knocked it on. Don't play it, Sharks. Don't play it. Western Province do have the ball now, and it is a knock-on advantage to the number. Masimla gets it on a 10-meter line. Tim Swil back out to Sergio Peterson. He's going to try and run past these defenders, but knocked on by the Western Province now. Play on, says the referee, into the hands of Ina Radebe, who kicks it downfield. Advantage over now, straight down the middle of the field, and collected by Leland Zas now. On the 10-meter line, he goes on a run. Still going against Leland Zas. Over the 22, he goes now back inside to Masimla. Can Masimla go all the way? No, he's stopped a meter short to knock it off. And now Currie Bosch have got the ball. But let's just see what the call from the referee is there. A thumping tackle from Yapenke on Gotland Masimla. And a try-saving attempt. But what a run from Leland Zas there. Running past Ranil Ihu and one of the replacement prop forwards. But Yapenke came back beautifully for that one. And let's just have a look at this tackle from Yapenke. Oh, was that a high tackle? I don't think so. Got around the body of the upper body of Gotland Masimla. So I'm not sure what the referee has called there. Is he has he called a penalty against the Sharks just to stop the play because of the injury to Gotland Masimla? It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's a penalty to the it's a penalty to the Western Province and a yellow card to Yapenke, which I think is really disappointing. Willem Lowe says, Nancy, hello Willem, hope you're good. And then Johannes Payne says, we know about the Cheetahs beating the Bulls 38 points to 20. That is a big win for the Cheetahs then. Right, so it's a yellow card to Yapenke and a penalty to the Western Province. I would have thought if they really wanted to go that far and give a penalty for that, then it should be a penalty try. Because you could always argue and say that a try has been stopped by the high tackle. But then again, I don't know how the referee is blowing the game. It is a penalty, and the Western Province have decided to go for touch. Not for touch, go for the kick at goal here. So we'll see how it goes. I just think it's a bad decision there from the referee either way. But regardless, Dimswil is going to have a shot at goal here. And basically right in front. So the scoreboard should tick 10 points to 6 in just a few seconds. Yeah, there we go. Kick goes over, and it's 10 points to 6 here as the Sharks lead the Western Province. Willem Lowe sê jy het vanaand 'n netjiese mooi trui aan. Thanks Willem. Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into the body that I used to have. So it's still a very tight fit, but I'm getting there. Working hard behind the scenes to get back to where I was a couple of years back. So, the clothes starting to fit me a little bit better, but we'll get there. Right, restart coming now from Currie Bosch, and let's see what the Sharks can do from here on. Deep kick in from him, taken by Miller there for Western Province on the 22-meter line. Gotland Masimla waiting for this ball to come out, complaining to the referee that the Sharks are slowing the ball down, but referee having none of it at the moment. Now Masimla with the box kick over the top, and that's a terrible kick. Not going to find touch. Bounce of the ball. Where is it going to go? To the Western Province. Inside around 22. There's a bit of space here for the Western Province. It's Sergio Peterson on a run out to Leland Zas. The pass wasn't great, but the pickup is good. Up to halfway goes the Western Province now. Marius Lowe needs to be careful not to give away a penalty. Now play on, says the referee. It is Mayhazen on the charts there now. Masimla right on halfway. Gets it out to Tim Swill, who goes high up into the air now. Ina Radebe is underneath this. Will he catch it? Yes, he will. Good take from Ina Radebe between the 10 and the 22-meter line now of the Sharks. Cameron Wright control at the ruck. Gets it out to Ranil Hichu, who takes it up for them. Cameron Wright now waiting for it again, just slowing the pace down just a wee little bit. Now goes to the box kick over the top. Chase coming from Mana Spotgieter again. Taken beautifully by Tim Swill. And I think the Sharks have been penalized for being in front of the kicker there. So penalty to the Western Province, offside. The ball can't touch judge there. So penalty to the Western Province between the 10 and the 22 of the Sharks. Right, let's see. Gert Knutse says, enige Shark try is 'n mooi try. I have to agree on that one. And then Eric Davison says, hi, Guru, my YouTube reminder worked. Greetings from the UK. Well, that's good to hear, Eric. I tuned in a little bit late because of load shedding. Here in South Africa, we were without power for 2 hours on a scheduled time, certain parts of the country with different times. So 20 minutes late for this one, but no action really happened before I tuned in. Right, here comes the Western Province from the 22-meter line now. Driving more form Barham. And it's another chance here for them to attack. Godlin Masimla's waiting for that ball, but a driving more from the Western Province is good. Just 10 meters out now is the Western Province. Masimla gets it out to Tim Swill with a cross kick. That's going to work beautifully for them. Leeladzas gets it, and he scores in the corner for the Western Province. Wide asleep are the Sharks at the moment, and a deserving try to the Western Province. 34 minutes into this game. Well. Western Province 11, the Sharks 10 at the moment, with the conversion to come. Really poor there from the Sharks. Not seeing that at all, and it's a set play move working to perfection. Vanderkok came chasing up on Tim Swill, tried to charge that down, but too little, too late. Inner completely out of position, along with Vanderkok, and the Sharks paid a price for that. Right, conversion coming up from the corner here for Tim Swill. And Vanderkok might also go, well, I don't think it's yellow card material, but yeah, there was a bit of a high tackle from him as well. Right, Tim Swill will line this up, and let's see what happens with it. So he's only got 30 seconds to convert this according to the timer on the clock here. So we saw last weekend the Sharks got, Peter Chamberlain got pinned for that. Mahmoud Larry says, Guru dra Shark try maar say a WP supporter. There's no way, Mahmoud. I've been black and white since a very young age. Willem Lou says, ongelukkig is ek 'n Kaapenaar gebore in Bellville. So plenty of Western Province support as well. And I mean, I do support all the teams, especially when they play overseas teams. And I mentioned earlier, if you support any team, the Cheetahs are anybody's second team. So, great start here to this game. The conversion has gone over. So 13 points to 10. The Western Province now lead the Sharks. And there's still 5.5 minutes left on that yellow card for Yapenka as well. Right, the kickoff taken by David Miller, and that's a really good take from him. Storm Western Province just inside their own 22 at the moment. Masimla waiting for this one. He is going to go with the box kick, but it's been charged down by the Sharks now, but it unfortunately runs into touch. So it is going to be a Western Province put in here between the 10 and the 22 of the Western Province. Things slightly going the way of the Western Province at the moment. Willem Lou, Stormers try is maar mooi. Yeah, I have to agree that Western Province jersey is a beautiful jersey as well. So nothing wrong with that at all. Trying to figure out, there we go. Is there a bit of a delay here? I'm not sure. Right, so the Western Province leading this one by 13 points to 10 at the moment. And that line out isn't going straight, so it's going to be a Sharks put into this scrum now. Mistake from the Western Province. Antoinette Gerber says, Guru, don't be rude to my team. Never in 100 years. Right. I'm going to reply with this emoji for you. Sharks forever. So if you guys want to be part of this, I've got the Sharks Lions. Well, let me put all of it on at one go. So this is my custom emojis for you guys. If you want to have it next to your name, then you can always become a member on the channel. It starts as low as 20 Rand. We'll be doing some more emojis in the future. So, yeah, unfortunately, I have to go with that one for you, Antoinette. I'll just put it like this, and then Sharks forever. There we go. Right, Cameron Wright with the throw into this scrum here for the Sharks. But it's going to be a reset scrum anyway now. 37 minutes gone in this one. And yeah, it's almost half time. It's flown by. Came in 20 minutes late for this one due to load shedding. But the action really only started after 20 minutes. So feeling a little chuffed at the moment. Right, so 13 points to 10 with 3 minutes to go in this first half. It should be a cracker of a game. Expecting the Sharks to maybe open up a little bit in the second half, hopefully. Right, Cameron Wright with the feet here to the scrum. Decent scrum from him. Sharks are just keeping it up nicely at the moment. Can they make something of this? Comes out to Marius Lowe. He's going to try and straighten the line. Tackled by Tim Swill. Not gaining any ground with that one now. Cameron Wright calling in his forwards. Gets it out to Fez Mbata. Good defense from the Western Province here. 38 minutes gone. Emil van Heeren gets it out to James Venter under pressure. And penalty to the Western Province. And discipline really costing the Sharks dearly at the moment. James Venter getting pinned there. And for not releasing the ball. So with 2 minutes to go, the Western Province now in total control of this last set of play. Kick goes out round about on the 10-meter line of the Sharks here. Oh, no, wait a minute. We might have to go back here for a dangerous tackle from Tim Swill on Marius Lowe as well. Two things he did wrong. He went in with the shoulder above the, above the shoulder, and then also got him around the neck. So we might see a yellow card coming here for Tim Swill as well. So this could be trouble now for the Western Province then. Let's see. Shoulder straight to the chin of Marius Lowe. And that could be potentially a red card, given the strictness of the referees these last couple of months and stuff. So I personally would go for only for a penalty, but these days, you get yellow and red cards for next to nothing. So, 13 points to 10, TMO decision to come. And I think Tim Swill might be in a little bit of trouble here. I think it might be yellow, but you never know with these guys. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win this. I only realizing now that I don't have a poll up for this one. So who will win this game? Let's just put it up here. Western Province or a draw. Can't count out the draw, guys. Right, so the poll should be up on the channel now. You guys can go ahead and decide who you are backing for this one. Let's just see what the call from the referee will be. There's still a minute left on Jaap Penke's yellow card. So here we go. Let's hear what the referee have to say. He's talking to Tim Swill. I don't have any audio, so not quite sure what this is going to be. It's going to be a yellow card to Tim Swill then, and a penalty to the Sharks then, which should level up things here before halftime. So Tim Swill gets his marching orders, and the Western Province will be without Tim Swill for the next 10 minutes, well, 9 minutes in the second half as well. So Kevin Bosch will have a shot at goal here, and an opportunity now for the Sharks to draw level in this one. I don't think there will be any time left on the clock. unless Kevin Bosch takes this one quickly. Guys are very quiet in the comment section. Show your support and press that like button, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel, and then let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win this one. Right, Kevin Bosch lining this one up for them. Time should be up after this kick, and that one goes straight through. So 13-all it is, and that will be halftime here. So 13-all at halftime, and yeah, it's been a tightly contested game so far, for which I've seen the last 20 minutes or so. We've seen 2 tries in the last 20 minutes, plus a penalty each side, 2 yellow cards as well, 1 apiece. So it's been quite a lively last 20 minutes of this first half. 13-all at halftime. I'm going to take a quick break, but when I do come back, we will be doing the second half, so don't go anywhere, guys. Right, so I'm back here for the second half, guys. I don't know how the internet connection is because it is really bad weather here where I live, and load shedding should impact that as well. I'm not sure whether there's load shedding that side where the signal comes from, but yeah, anyway, it is halftime here, and the Sharks are and the Western Province are 13-all. So the second stringers of both teams now having a crack at each other off. And then on the weekend, we'll settle the score, it seems. I just think what happened there before halftime, the Sharks getting a yellow card for a high tackle, which is doubtfully a penalty at all. I think it was a great cover tackle, but the referee had other ideas, gave the yellow card. And then we saw a yellow card to Tim Sweel for a dangerous tackle as well just before halftime. So, yeah, a lot has happened in this last 20 minutes. When I tuned in, it was 3-all and halftime 13-all. So we got a try, 2 tries in the last 20 and a penalty apiece and 2 yellow cards to go with that. Mahmoud Larry says, VP jou lekker ding. And then Gert Knutse says, Sharks win by 15 today. As Herman Potgieter says, evening Guru, I missed you with the sevens rugby this weekend. Hopefully Sharks win today. The draw killed me last week. So, yeah, no, I was very unhappy about that draw. I did have a perm that I played. So, in the end, Leinster also were upset as well. So, yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal at the end of the day. So, I can forgive them for that. But yeah, not a lot happening in this game. It's halftime at the moment. Eric Davison says Sharks get fresh soon, and then the replacements. So everything is going to expectancy with the Sharks maybe winning this game in the second half. So we've got 29 votes. Who will win this game? 48% says Sharks, 48% says Western Province, and then a 3% says that it will be a draw today. So a very close poll as well. And the scoreline also suggesting a very close game. Barry says, hi, Guru. How's it going, Barry? Hope you're well. So, yeah, halftime here. And it's a really slow affair at the moment. But it's fair given the fact that I did come on late today. You guys should let me know in the comments section. I'll put up a poll as well after this, mentioning the sevens. I haven't done sevens on my channel before. If you guys would like me to do the sevens as well, then definitely will do that. So I'll put a poll up after this game where you guys can vote whether I should do the next sevens tournament or not. It will all be up to you guys whether I should do that. Barry says, shame load setting got you there. Yeah, it got me. I couldn't do the Bulls game versus the Cheetahs, but they basically forced me. So I bought a generator today. It should be here by the end of this week. And yeah, then we should be ready and rumble when load shedding does hit. I will be able to do all the game. Eric Davidson says, are Stain's legs holding up? Which Stain are you referring to? Because Francois Steyn, I heard, had a really good game. I don't know so much about Mornay Steyn or whether he even played, but yeah, if you're referring to France, it seems like his legs are holding up quite nicely. So yeah, 13 all, guys. Still need to figure out which way this one is going to go, but I did say that the Sharks would win this one easily, so hopefully it will be the case as well today. Right, so they're very close to starting this second half here, so looking forward to a really good game in that second half. Let me know your score predictions for this one, guys. Barry says, surprise result for the Bulls versus Cheetahs. So it wasn't such a big surprise, really, if you consider the Cheetah outfit of this tournament. So, and then Barry says, but you must remember that must have been Bulls B team. So I wouldn't say B team. It was a mixture of A and B side, really, Barry. But yeah, that Cheetah outfit is well drilled, well trained, and it's a real pity that I couldn't do that one, because it was definitely one of the games I was looking forward to the most. But I'll have a crack at the highlights a little bit later. But so far, it does look like the Cheetah side is one of those teams to be reckoned with at the moment. Right, we should be back on the live commentary in just a second here, guys. So, yeah, it's been a quiet 20 minutes. I can't really give a prediction on how the players have fared up until now, because it's just one of those things where I couldn't really figure out who the good players and the bad players are for that one, really. But we'll get there. The second half should tell us everything that has been happening so far. We've got 32 votes on the poll so far. Who will win this game? Currently, the Western Province leading it by 50%, Sharks on 47%, and a draw is 3%. Barry asking how much was generated. Must have been expensive. So, yeah, it wasn't that expensive. It's just to draw the the TV and the decoder, as well as my PC and everything connected to that. So I went with a cheap one. It was around 2.5. So it's 2,500. So I'll gladly give away the money for that, because Eskom has already let us know that we will have a lot of blackouts during April and August this year. So it's an investment at the end of the day, really. So not too bothered by the amount there. So they're taking quite a long time to get back into the second half. A lot of adverts and stuff. I would have thought that the game would start already now. So don't forget to vote, guys. There's 32 votes at the moment. Western Province leading that poll at the moment. I'm a bit surprised given that they're playing at Kings Park. It is 13 all at the moment, and anything can happen. Remember, the Western Province will be playing with 14 men for the first 9 minutes of that second half, with Dimsweel being sent to the bin for a dangerous tackle. Sharks played the last 10 minutes of that first half with 14 men when Penke left the field with a yellow card. Also for a dangerous tackle, which is very debatable, really. I thought it was a brilliant try-saving tackle, but the referee had other ideas. So regardless, it was a good game between the Griquas and the Pumas as well. The Griquas running rampant against the Pumas, ill-disciplined Pumas, really. And and then the Cheetahs having a good crack at the Bulls earlier tonight as well, which I completely missed due to load shedding. But we're here now, and we should be in for a cracking second half here between the Western Province and the Sharks, as the players are back on the field and we're ready to rumble. It is the second half, and it will be Currie Bosch to kick this game off for us. Let's see what the last 40 minutes of this game will give us. Will we see a good running rugby? But it does look like it's a little bit wet there in Durban, so not sure about conditions. Right, here we go, guys. Currie Bosch to get the second half underway, and it's a high-hanging kickoff from him, taken there by Rabe for the Western Province, right on the 22-meter line. Now Masimla gets it out to Mazi Puko, right on the 22-meter line of the Western Province. Masimla waiting for it. Ruck has been formed by the Western Province. And here comes the box kick from the Western Province over the top. The chase coming for Dylan's, but beautifully taken by the Sharks now. And here's a chance for Sikambuzo Noche. He makes it up to halfway for the Sharks now. We've all been brought down. Now Cameron Wright gets it out to Currie Bosch, who's going to kick it. And looking for the 50-22 kick, but it's not going to find touch. And it's going to roll all the way over the try line. And it's been dotted down by Cornell Smith. So goal line dropout coming up for the Western Province now. Careful. Luckily for them, Buddha Chamberlain is not on the field here today, because that guy doesn't play around with the drop goals from the goal line dropout. Will we see something similar from Currie Bosch? Cornell Smith to restart it, and he kicks it straight down the field into the hands of Currie Bosch. He decides to pass it to Sikamboza Noche. He's going to take it up to just short of the 22-meter line now. Cameron Wright with a pass to Currie Bosch in a Radebe under pressure, and the Sharks are going backwards now, all the way back to the 10-meter line. And now they get it back now. Cameron Wright is going to have a crack here on the 10-meter line of the Western Province. Marius Lowe waiting for it at scrum half here. Gets it out to Faison Barter. Faison Barter nearly into a half gap there. Cameron Wright again gets it back now, and it's Pile Kumere who makes a couple of meters. Cameron Wright still waiting for this one. Looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top. High hanging kick coming from him, but it's a little too deep for him, I think. Oh no, it's beautifully picked by Penke. And now 10 meters out from the try line is the Sharks. Cameron Wright gets it out to Currie Bosch. Currie Bosch changes the direction, runs a little bit out of support there, and now tackled back by Sergio Peterson. Cameron Wright's got the ball back for the Sharks now. Hichu makes a couple of meters. Now Cameron Wright back. It comes to Masibuko. Renil Hichu out to Vanna Cox. Still about 10 meters out of the Sharks at the moment. Pick up and go from the Sharks now. Still 7 meters out from the try line. Can they capitalize on this now? Another pick up and go from Notch. Support needs to be coming for the Sharks now. Kumeri picks up and go. Kumeri spins out of the first tackle and over the try line he goes. That is a great spin out. And the Sharks gets the first try of the second half. Great stuff. Barry says, for me, a lot of money, but doesn't sound cheap. You know, with COVID, we're struggling a bit. 2,500 a lot for me just to throw one time. I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say. Absolutely, Barry. So luckily for me, I think it's fair to say that YouTube have basically paid for it. So we thought, well, actually, the guys that are watching this game through the ads has definitely paid for it. So it's just good to give back to the channel as well at times. So Herman Potgieter says, let's go Sharks. Nice try. Right, so the Sharks have scored their second try of this game. And it's Currie Bosch to convert this one now. 18 points to 13. And he's already missed one kick so far. Let's see what he does with this one. Currie Bosch from about 5 meters out from the left-hand touch line is going to try and put the Sharks ahead here. Well, not ahead, but further ahead. 18 to 13 at the moment. And Currie Bosch now lining it up. And that is a decent strike. And it goes straight through the middle. So 20 points to 13 it is then for the Sharks here after about 4.5 minutes of play. So Tim Sweel still got about 4.5 minutes left in the bin here. But some great work from the Sharks to get that try going for them. Right, just looking at that Sharks bench, it's Dion Bloer or 100 Jacobs is on for the Sharks in the place of Lawrence Adriaanse as well. So the restart taken by Notch and given out to Currie Bosch to kick downfield. And he's going to find touch right on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. So Western Province now with opportunity here. The throw now going to come from Chad Solomon, who's got an opportunity to make right what he did wrong last time round. Gotland Masimla just giving the call to Chad Solomon there. Throw in taken by Mayhazen and not in straight again. It's going to be a Sharks put into the scrum. Well, that's the second one going astray for the Western Province in a matter of minutes apart from the first and the second half. Yeah, Mayhazen easily takes that because it was thrown skew. So, yeah, go and vote, guys. 42 votes, Sharks 50%, Western Province 45%, and a draw at 5%. We'll have to wait and see how this poll turns out towards the end. Right, Cameron Wright to feed this ball to the scrum for the Sharks. And it's a pity that he never lived up to the expectation as well. A lot was said about Cameron Wright, but it unfortunately just never really happened for him either way. Right, so reset scrum coming on. It looks like it's very wet there, Durban. People slipping all around, losing their bind, and yeah, first the Sharks lost their footing and then the Western Province lost their bind. So, yeah, very sloppy at this stage. Barry says, Bosch doing a little bit better in this game in fly-off. Happy to see him back. I strongly believe we give him a second chance. We all sometimes make mistakes out there. I hate seeing him do so bad. I would want him to prosper in his career. No, absolutely. But I think he's had plenty of chances, Barry. I think it's to that point now where he's either going to have to sink or swim. So he's been given a lifeline. Let's see if he can sink or swim. Right, good scrum from the Western Province, but the Sharks have got it. Currie Bosch now with a kick downfield, looking for another 50-22, and this time he's going to get it. That is an absolutely brilliant kick from Bosch. It's going to be a line out 10 meters out from the Western Province try line, and it's going to be a Sharks put into the line out. Brilliant kick there from him. Just finding the space in behind, and that's a monster of a kick. That's certainly one way to get back into form, is doing that 50-22 kicks. Albert says, I still think it's Sharks by 14. Yeah, it could easily be. And basically expected if you look at the two lineups at this stage. Barter with a throw in, finds Ranil Hichu, and a maul has been formed by the Sharks and going forward at a mile per hour. And Barter has scored a try for the Sharks. Cuts off the back of the maul, and nobody really there to stop him at all. Great try for the Sharks. Albert Ritter says, if Bosch behaves, that's also true. Right, 25 points to 13, and that should be the start of something good for the Sharks. Who knows? Can the Western Province find their way back into this one? Barter just off the back there, doing a really good job and scoring the try. No way for the right winger of the Western Province to stop him. It is a new guy for the Western Province there at 14. It's Andrew Manuel. First time that I see him play today. Currie Bosch now with the conversion attempt. And Dimswell should be back onto the field as well now. Right, we've had about 10 minutes in the second half, and the Sharks have scored twice since halftime. So they've used that man advantage perfectly at this stage. 25 points to 13 it is, and the conversion to come. Let's see if Bosch can get this one. It's about, it's still about 5 meters out from the left-hand touch line. Barry says, I understand what you say. When you play professional rugby, you need to be on your game and only get certain amount of chances, which is true. Oh, that's off the post. So the scoreboard is going to stay the same here. 25 points to 13, and Dimswell is back on the field. It's a 12-point game at the moment for the Sharks. Sharks just using their pack of forwards to outmuscle the Western Province at the moment. Right, so Dimswell will get this game back underway for the Western Province then. We're back to 15 apiece players on the field. And that restart is a nice little kickoff from him, but beautifully taken by Morris Lowe on the 10-meter line. So Sharks do have possession here on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Cameron Wright waiting for it. Now goes for the box kick over the top, and Jaap Penkler is chasing after this one. Sergio Peterson's got past him, and here comes Sergio Peterson, caught on the 10-meter line by Kumedi. And a penalty goes the way of the Sharks. Western Province players diving off their feet there, and this should be another opportunity now for the Sharks to get another 3-pointer from this one. Well, discipline letting the Western Province down on that occasion. And the Sharks will have a crack at goal here from the 10-meter line of the Western Province, right in the middle of the field. So it should be a gimme, really, for Currie Bosch here. Sergio Peterson did very well initially to get the ball and get past the first line of defense. But then the players went and dive off their feet. Poor discipline from Mazibuku, who gives away the penalty for the Sharks there. 25 to 13, penalty kick coming up here for the Sharks, right in the middle of the field, 10 on the 10-meter line of the Western Province. Right, should be an easy kick here for Currie Bosch. He's already missed one kick so far. His career kicks are 125 out of 175, which gives him a 71% rating. But a lot of those kicks have been from very difficult positions. So that one goes over, 28 points to 13. And, it is a good chance there. Barry says it's a bit cold here in Cape Town, 18 degrees here. So how's the weather by you? So it's about 21 degrees here this side, but we are having showers and thunderstorm. So it's not that great at the moment. Right, the restart from the Western Province, just short of the 22, and the Sharks go on another drive here. Just between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half now. And Cameron Wright is directing those box kicks beautifully at the moment. And he gives another one over the top, and a chase coming from Penke. Taken again by Sergio Peterson, gets man and ball. Now Godlem is similar, waiting for it, gets it out to May Hazen. Caught on the 10-meter line and over that ball very quickly as the Sharks. But somehow the Western Province got it back. Godlem is similar to Tim Swiel, who kicks it downfield, looking for the banana kick straight into the hands of Penke. Now in a Radebe with the up and under coming up. Penke chasing after that. And it's another beautiful take by Penke. Gets it out to Notch, who's up to the 22-meter line now for the Sharks. Taken down now. Cameron Wright gets the pass out. Bosch. Long pass out to Marius Lowe. There's an overlap here for the Sharks. Van der Kok. Out it goes to Manus Potgieter. He cuts back inside. Try time to the Sharks. Try in the corner yet again. And the Sharks now running rampage in the second half. Might want to have a look at that last pass out from Van der Kok to Manus Potgieter. But as it stands, it is a try at the moment. Let's just have a look at that last pass now. It looks flat, straight, and over goes Manus Potgieter at pace, gets in the corner for the Sharks. Great try there from the Sharks. Great counter attack. And a beautiful take in the air from that little box kick over the top. It's really working for the Sharks at the moment. The Western Province not really having an answer for the box kicks over the top at the moment. Great work from the Sharks to get there. And Manus Potgieter beats two defenders to the try line there. Eric Davison says pushing the yellow card. And then Barry says it's funny when you put comment up, the emojis say elbow cough, LOL. Thought it was dab emojis. I probably need to get rid of that halftime sign for you guys. So there we go. The conversion coming from Kevin Bosch, and it's another brilliant kick from Bosch. And the Sharks are now up by 35 points to 13. And now well and truly in command in this second half of this game. It will say that when you put it up. Okay. So were you able to see the custom emojis that I made? The Sharks, Bulls, Stormers, and Lions emojis. Did that show correctly? Right. So the Sharks now from the kickoff again, controlling that ball at the back, and it looks like Cameron Wright will have another box kick here. Just lining things up nicely, putting the Western Province under immense pressure with those box kicks. And Penke chasing after this. Sharks is going to, it's going to get to the Western Province this time. Right on halfway now. Gotland Masimla waiting, gets it out to Miller. Another youngster with a lot of potential is Miller. Masimla gets it out to Tim Swiel. Flat pass out to Mayhays and Cornell Smith. Loops around with Rudolph Smith. And inside pass intercepted by Marius Lowe. It's gone backwards. And the kick forward from the Western Province. Leland Zas kicks it forward. The chase is on now. But the Sharks are going to win that race to the try line. And it will be a goal line dropout. Well, bit of nervous moments there for the Sharks. They just not... okay. Elbow cough. Like this emoji. Right, let's see if I put... there we go. Like the emoji through dab, but elbow, LOL. It shows the elbow cough there. So it's fine on YouTube itself then. Here we go with the Western Province again. A thumping tackle on Sergio Peterson. as the Western Province now make a bit of headway here. And a chance now just short of the 22 here for the Western Province. Masimla gets it out to Morake. Now Masimla again gets Tim Swill. Now Cornell Smith gets the pass out. Sergio Peterson. Out it goes. And there's an opportunity now over the 22, but they knock it on. And Cornell Smith tries to dive over the try line, but they're going to come back for the knock on from the right winger there, which is Andrew Manuel. Right, we might want to go upstairs for something here. It might have been a dangerous tackle from Faison Barter. Oh, damn, that's going to be a pity. That looks like a straight red card for me. Yeah, that shoulder straight to the face at impact this time round. So either going to be a yellow or at worst a red card, but I think they might move slightly towards the red card for this one, as it was a pretty dangerous tackle from Faison Barter there. Yeah, shoulder straight to the face, and the expression, well, just the way Sergio Peterson's head went up, it just shows it was a massive collision. So from this angle, very bad. And I think that is the evening for Faison Barter. Sharkbrain says, shame Western Province. Well, it is what it is, guys. I think this will be a red card for Faison Barter. Sergio Peterson was straight up. Faison Barter came in with a shoulder. And, yeah, if there's any comeback that's going to be made, Sharkbrain, I think it's going to come from this. I think this will be a straight red card, but we'll wait and see what the referee decides, as I have been wrong in the past as well. Right, so we're just waiting for the call from the referee now, but I think that's going to be the evening for him. Right, so, oh, well, what do you know? I was proven wrong again. So the referee finds absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it's going to be play on. It's going to be a knock on from the Western Province, and it's going to be a Sharks put in to the scrum. Well, how could I have got that one so tremendously bad? Mahmoud Larry says, what is happening to rugby? Tackle too hard and get sent off. Yeah, no, look, in the old days, that was just going to be nothing. It's going to be play on. So, yeah, I don't know, double standards, really. If you look at the tackle from, well, the Tim Swill one just before halftime, it was very similar, and he got a yellow card for it. So, yeah, it's very inconsistent at the moment. Sharkbrain, let's hope Western Province make a comeback. No one wants to blow out. Barry says it should have been yellow. At least a yellow and a penalty. And I mean, I'm a Shark supporter, so it's not that I'm biased towards the Western Province there. But anyway, play on here. It's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. About 15 meters out from their own try line. 5 meters from the left-hand touch line for them. Right, Cameron Wright to put it in for them. And a solid scrum here from both sides. Kumedi, oh, now the Western Province pushed him off the ball nearly, but Cameron Wright do get it out to Currie Bosch. And he's going to find touch. Let's see, roundabout towards the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Currie Bosch not happy with that kick. But, I mean, he's having decent. So 35 points to 13 at the moment. We still got 20 minutes to play. Sharkbrain asks, who's this useless ref? At least, or a penalty, says Barry. I'm not sure who the referee is for today's game. I didn't pick it up, and I don't really know him. I haven't seen him referee before. But here comes the Western Province. Tim Swill out to Rudolph Smith. Nohamba is now on for Cameron Wright as well. Cornell Smith making a couple of meters. Bolly on for Fenter as well. Now David Miller picks up and go. Close to the 22 is the Western Province now. Mazibuko. Pick up and go again from Morocco. Over the 22-meter line. Another pick up and go from Chad Solomon now. Western Province making a good couple of meters now. About 15 meters out from the try line. Or closer to 10. But the Sharks have stolen that ball. It's Temelani Bolly who got his hands on that ball. But it looks like the Sharks might lose it again as he's been held up in the tackle. And it goes to ground. So it's going to be a scrum down to the Western Province just inside the 22 of the Sharks. Shark Brain says Swill got a yellow for the same offense. Yeah, and I personally felt the tackle from Pheasant Barter was a little bit more intense than the Tim Swill one. So I was very, very surprised when they said play on. But then again, it's not the referee decision, it's the TMO decision. So I'm not quite sure who the TMO is as well. But 35 points to 13, and Western Province trying to get their way back into this game. Marcel Vasson says, yes, go Sharks, go my team. Good evening, Guru. Hope everything's going good. Go Sharks. Now, everything is good my side, Marcel. Thank you. And yeah, apart from load shedding, I think we're all in a very good mood at the moment. We've got rugby back on the TV, Wednesday Currie Cup and URC weekends. So all is good. Free kick here to the Western Province taken quickly. And now Tim Swill out to Cornell Smith. Gets the pass out and trying to make a couple of meters, but driven back in that tackle. Western Province still got it. Now it's a charge coming from May Hazen right on the 22-meter line. Gets it out to Kwesi Blows for the Western Province. Now it's again taken up by Morocco. 15 meters out from the Sharks try line. Cornell Smith puts in a kick, recovers it himself. About 10 meters out now is the Western Province. May Hazen, Morocco, still about 10 meters out is the Western Province now. Mazibuko tackled by Vanna Koch, and Western Province, do they still have that ball? Very sloppy. They do get it back eventually. Now Kate Volhut at scrum off, getting it away for the Western Province. Now it's another chance here for them on the outside. It's it's been knocked on again by the Western Province. A loose pass away from Ini Radebe. Gets it out to Manas Potgieter, who's going to kick it downfield. And he's going to find touch. A good touch finder around about, close to the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Moment of madness there from both sides, really, as the number 18 has stayed down for the Sharks, which is, let's see, Hanru Jacobs, who are down. Dan Juster coming on for Pheasant Barter now. And then also on the field is Thomas Bursey and Kate Volhutter for the Western Province. So plenty of changes now been made for this last 17 minutes of the game. Mahmoud Larry says, Western Province is going from bad to worse. It's a shame. Yeah, it is a shame. Look, there's so much history at the Western Province, but I mean, as much history there as there was at Newlands, they managed to just sell it off as easy as that. So, yeah, if you look at the rich history of the Eastern Cape, the EP as well, the Elephants, they were a strong side back in the day. And today there's just nothing left of them, to be quite honest. So, yeah, let's hope the Western Province don't go down the same route as the Eastern Province. It would really definitely be the end for Western Province rugby if it continues on like this. Sharkbrain says that TMO killed Western Province egos. Yeah, I still think it's a very unfair call towards the Western Province, that one. It should have at least been a yellow card and a penalty. But either way, it does continue. And Percy just giving the call to Chad Solomon now for the line out. Taken by May Hazen. Here they come now. Tim Swill out. It comes to Morocco. Gous in support there for him. He's held up in the tackle. Great work from the Sharks. Dan Juster steals it on the ground on the 10-meter line here. Nohamba out to Kevin Bosch, who gets the kick downfield. And there's nobody really there now. It's been knocked back by Kate Volhutter. And Penke puts the pressure on him, but Lilensas managed to recover for the Western Province on the 22-meter line. Percy gets it out now to Morocco. Driven back in the tackle. Now Tim Swill, has he knocked that ball on? No. Just managed to hold on to that right on the 22-meter line. Sharks over that ball quickly, but they do get it back. Percy with a kick downfield. Into the hands of Kevin Bosch now. Looking for another 50-22 kick. And that's going to be another brilliant kick from Kevin Bosch. 10 meters out from the Western Province try line. He puts in another 50-22 kick. And it's going to be a line out to the Sharks. 10 meters out from the Western Province try line. That's the second one he's done so far. And really glad he's having a good game today for the Sharks. Buta Chamberlain's form has dipped a little bit for the Sharks as of late in that last two games. So it would be good to see Kevin Bosch pick up a little bit of form. But we need to remember that this is the Currie Cup. Big difference between Currie Cup and the URC at the moment. Right, Dan Jooste to throw this ball in. But first we're going to have a replacement for the Western Province then. It is going to be the number 23 who comes onto the field. And that is Ethan James, another new player for the Western Province. 15 minutes left in this one as Dan Jooste will throw this ball in. Another try for the Sharks will definitely seal off the victory. It's a bit sloppy in the lineout, but Tembelani Bolly has managed to recover it for the Sharks now. Still about 10 meters out is the Sharks now. Nohamba, out it goes. Beautiful drive from the forwards. It is Bluer who made a couple of meters there. Now the Sharks still in possession, 10 meters out. Dan Jooste to pick up and go. Just there's a knock on from the Sharks. So it will be a scrum down to the Western Province. So led off the hook there. Sia Mndlawsi says Sharks, and then Herman Potgieter, come Sharkies, don't mess up like last week. Keep your head in the game. Yeah, I definitely don't want to see a repeat of last weekend. I was so furious with the Sharks at the end for drawing that game. But there's what it is. 71 votes here. Who will win this game? It's now climbed to 62% for the Sharks, 34% for the Western Province, and 4% for a draw then. So clear favorites now to win this game is the Sharks. Right, scrum feet now coming here for Percy. He's going to have to make this one count. Off the back, it comes out to Tim Swill. Now Sergio Peterson in a bit of space now as Tim Swill runs over the 22 up to the 10-meter line. But he is isolated. They do get it back, though. And here comes Gous making a couple of meters up to the 10-meter line now. Into the hands of Kwesi Blues now. Up to the 10-meter. The Western Province now gets the ball back to Kate Volhatter. Welcome back to him as well. And not the greatest of kicks. Looked for distance, but kicked it out directly. So we're all going to come back to around the... to the 10-meter line. Will be just between the 10 and the 22 for a line out to the Sharks here. Would have been a great kick, but just luck not working his way at that moment. Right, so it's going to be a line out with Dan Jooste to put this one in for the Sharks. Sharkbrain says, Egan Seconds is the TMO. That explains a lot. What a useless person. Well, Egan Seconds, he's not that bad, Sharkbrain, but he's having a terrible game today, at least. Let's be honest. Not the best call from him there, and it could have potentially brought the Western Province back into the game at that stage. Right, so the Sharks now on the attack here as Tembelani Poli makes his way up to just short of the 22 now. Nohamba gets it out to Komedi. He charges up to the 22-meter line. Now Nohamba to Leroux nearly loses that ball in contact, but managed to secure it again for them. November, back it comes now. Sharks on the attack inside the 22 of the Western Province. They need support, however, here at the breakdown. November back to Kevin Bosch, goes with a cross kick. Nobody wanted that. Mark made by Tim Sweel. Gets the pass out and kick downfield here by the Western Province. Oh, and into touch it goes on the 10-meter line inside Western Province half. So they've managed to rescue that, and I think the Sharks have touched that ball. So it should be a Western Province put into the line out. Yeah, Penke missing that one. So with 11 minutes to go on the clock here, as Costa replaces Marius Lowe, another youngster coming through very nicely for the Sharks is Costa, Murray Costa. Western Province also making a few more changes in the front row. So, yeah, just that last 10 minutes of this game, very important for the Western Province to try and at least get back into this one. Yeah, Tian Blue, 100, Jacobs, Leruru, Stemilani, Burley, OJ, Noah, Sanelo, Nohamba, and Murray Costa all on the field. So Sharks have emptied their tank. Right, here they come, Sergio Peterson. Now it's Kate Fallout in a bit of space, gets the pass out to Leland Saas. He should have passed to Sergio Peterson, who would have been gone. Now it's a counter ruck from the Sharks. And Toa wins that. Oh, no, it's gone back to the Western Province side. And here's a chance now for Province just inside the Sharks half. Percy gets it out to Tim Sweel. Now Sergio Peterson. Long cutout pass to Cornell Smith. Losing a bit of ground here as the Western Province cuts back inside. Space opens up for Cornell Smith. Up over the 10-meter line. Now brought down. Beautiful take by Kwesi Blues. Poor pass from Percy. Now Tim Sweel. Back it comes here for the Western Province. Mayhazen got nowhere. Tim Sweel, they're going backwards now. It's the Western Province. Sergio Peterson, Cornell Smith. Out it goes to Kwesi Blues. Gets the pass off. Some nice offloading here from the Western Province. Now Kate Fallout driven back between the 10 and the halfway line. And we should be coming back for a penalty to the Western Province between the 10 and the halfway line. Offside from the Sharks. Well, after all that, we just got another penalty. On a Visser says Province forever. And then Herman Potgieter says, come Sharks, pressure, pressure. So the kick from Tim Sweel is going to find touch, run about 15 meters out from the Sharks try line, and an opportunity now for them. Must say, Leroux Roots have dropped a few kilos as well. Not as big as he used to be. It's been 16 minutes since the last try or the last score of the game. Throw-in coming for the Western Province. Now Mayhazen takes it in the line out. Now the driving maul coming from the Western Province. Can they make this work for them? Sharks maul in tatters. Here's the Western Province gain a bit of ground. It's another penalty advantage to the Western Province now. Making good ground as the Western Province 5 meters out from the Sharks try line now. Still got this going. Now they back off the back of the maul. Just 5 meters out. Now it's the Western Province. They get it out now. Tim Sweel out to Sergio Peterson. Tries to step, but tackled by Manus Potgieter. Now Cornell Smith again to Kate Volhata. And Volhata is going to go over for the try. Poor defense there from the Sharks. And it's the Western Province who get another try here. Great stuff from Kate Volhata. Back from injury. Playing at in the number 50. Well, replacement 15 jersey really. At fullback now for the Western Province. Right, so are there still a 5-back left here for the Western Province? They're still down by 17 points at the moment. So a lot still need to happen in this last 8 minutes. But this is a start. Tim Sweel now with the conversion attempt, and that is going to go over. So 35 points to 20. It's a 15-point game with 7.5 minutes to go. Don't think the Western Province will be able to pull a Stormers on the Sharks today, but you never know. 7.5 minutes to go, and a 15-point ball game. Western Province need to score 2 converted tries plus a penalty to win this one. Can they do this? Right, Currie Bosch with the restart for the Sharks then. A long, deep kick in this time round into the hands of Miller, who's going to give it out, and it's going to be Percy who kicks it downfield into the hands of Penke. No, it's Iniradebe. Iniradebe nearly cuts through the defense now, gets it out to Timbalani Polly. Sharks now between the 10 and the 22 of the Western Province. Leroux Roots making a couple of meters now. No Hamba. Back to Currie Bosch. Drop goal coming up. But did he strike it? No, it's not going to. It's going to go to the right and short. And now Tim Swill is going to try and run this from his own try line. Kate Volhard under pressure behind his own try line. Looking to run it out. Does find a bit of space. And decides to kick it straight down the middle into the hands of Iniradebe. Now Iniradebe on the 10-meter line. Double tackled by Kate Volhard and Miller, it seems. Now Nohamba, back it goes to Toa. Sharks now between the 10 and the 22 again. Currie Bosch to Murray Costa. Costa, good strong take from him. The Western Province trying to disrupt this ruck here for the Sharks. But Vandercock now at scrum half. Gets it out to the big prop forward. Still between the 10 and the 22 now. Here comes Currie Bosch back to Toa. Tried the miracle offload, but it's a knock-on from him, and it's going to be a Western Province put into the scrum. Shark Brand says, I want Stormers, well, probably Western Province to get a bonus point. So they still need to score 2 tries then, the Western Province, but I don't think that is going to happen now. 4.5 minutes, well, 5.5 minutes to go. And according to the stats here from Supersport, there's only 3 handling errors apiece from the Sharks and the Western Province. And considering the wet conditions, that is actually tremendous figures. Right, we just got an injury break to one of the players. It's Miller who's receiving some attention for the Western Province then. Still 15 minutes left of this one. But as far as the contest, I think this one is in the bag for the Sharks. Still receiving some attention there. But we'll find out soon how things are going to turn out. Herman Potgieter says, please like the page, people. There's 61 people watching and only 23 likes. It all helps Guru's page. So thank you there, Herman. Really appreciate it. So yeah, do go ahead and press that like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Because on the weekend, we will be doing all the URC matches. Plus, we'll do the second half of the England versus Scotland Six Nations game. And then on Sunday, we will be doing the France versus Italy game as well. So plenty of rugby on the channel coming up. Right, it is going to be Percy to feed, but the scrum goes up and more time is wasted through that. We've got 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Last thing you would want is reset scrums toward the end of the game, where every minute counts. The action areas of this game, 33% in the Western Province half, well, between the halfway and the 22, 31% in the Sharks half, between the halfway line and the 22, and then the rest is split up very evenly. Percy now with the pass out to Tim Swill. Now it's Cornell Smith, bit of push back in the tackle there. Now Cornell Smith again, he's had a strong game, but driven into touch there, and it will be a Sharks put into the lineup. Cornell Smith not happy with the way Nohamba handled the tackle, but either way, we're going to continue this one. It's going to be a line out to the Sharks here between the 10 and the halfway line inside Western Province half. All right, so the poll is on 81 votes here, and it's 62% to the Sharks, 35% to the Western Province, and then 4 to the for a draw then. Sharks line out going well there. Renil Hichut taking it very nicely. And here comes the driving maul from the Sharks now. Still going forward as the Sharks maul now. They've got it under control here. Nearly making it up to the 22 of the Western Province now. Good driving maul from the Sharks. Nohamba gets it out now. Currie Bosch with a little stab through for Penke to chase. But it rolls into touch about 10 meters out from the Western Province try line. All right, so with 2.5 minutes to go, this game is in the back for the Sharks. Will the Western Province be able to get another try here before the end of this game, or will it be the Sharks to have the last say of this one? It's been a really good game between these two sides. Given the conditions, very little handling errors in this game. Right, beautifully taken by the Western Province. Now Pleur out to Tim Swiel, who puts it on the boot, slices it off the boot as well. And it will be a Sharks line out. About 5 meters inside the 22 of the Western Province. 2 minutes to go. Can the Sharks finish this off strong? Oh, it's right on the 22-meter line then. And a lot of pressure here on the Western Province again. Can the Sharks go into the 40s here? Dan Jooste to throw this ball into the line out. And taken by Leroux Roots, another maul. Well, they're not going to go with the maul. They spin off the back, and they've definitely got the Western Province asleep there. Well, they've managed to spill that ball out as the Western Province right on the goal line. And now they have to defend. Have the Sharks get this? No, it's still in the hands of the Western Province. And now they're going to run this from their own try line. It's Sergio Peterson. Sergio Peterson out to Kate Volharte, cuts back inside, puts a little dab in. And here comes the chase from Kate Volharte. Penke has gone back for it beautifully. And the Sharks now inside their own 22. Well. Bit of action there towards the end. It's going to be Ine Radebe. He's going to kick it downfield. And he will find... Well, will he find touch? Yes, he has found touch beautifully for them. Right between the 10. Well, quickly thrown in by Tim Swiel then, but the referee's having none of it. The lineout will be between the 10 and the halfway line inside the Sharks half here. Well, Nohamba not happy with the referee there and complaining about something that happened on the try line there way back. How the ball spilled loose from the Western Province side behind the goal line. But the referee is not going to have anything of it. Eric Davison says the opening of the second half was all Sharks. Definitely. Overthrown, knocked backwards by Maroke. The pass is loose from the Western Province and picked up by the Sharks now. And the Sharks now have possession between the 10 and the 20 and the halfway line now. Currie Bosch, he's going to try and throw a little dummy, but Wesley Blows having none of it. That ball should be held up, and if it goes down, it's going to be a scrum down to the Western Province, and that's going to be the end of the game. A good victory then here for the Sharks. A bonus point victory. 5 points in the back out of this one. 35 points to 20. And after 13 all at halftime, the Sharks have just controlled the second half. Western Province can count them a bit unlucky at certain stages of this game through some poor refereeing decisions. And another bad news is that Currie Bosch has stayed down after the whistle here. So not sure if he's going to be fine. Herman Potgieter says, congrats Sharks, a win well needed. We need all the points we can get. And then Barry says, Sharks just dominate this game. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've had some great viewership towards the second half, and just shows you that this channel is alive and running. And again, thank you for all the support. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. I will see you guys on the weekend when we do a repeat of the URC. It's going to be the Bulls up against the Lions, Sharks up against the Stormers, and then we will also have the second half of the Scotland-England game as well on Sunday we will have France up against Italy. So do make sure to subscribe if you're new and don't want to miss out on it. Barry says, thank you so much for the commentary, Guru. Much appreciated. Thank you, Barry, for tuning in as well. And then Herman also says, thank you, Guru. Thanks to everybody. And have a really pleasant evening, guys. I will see you guys on the weekend, if not sooner.